rewind it back.
When Usher dropped this surprise Super Bowl announcement on Apple Music, fans flipped. After Usher's 13-minute halftime show performance, he'll be inducted into an elite club of performers, joining ranks with superstars across the eras: Michael Jackson, Prince, Rihanna, and Beyonce. It was the husband of Queen Bee, Jay-Z, who let Usher know that he was performing the iconic show. His company, Roc Nation, collaborates with the NFL on the show.
No, I'm not wilding out there. I'm definitely mindful of the people who will perform before I think about, let me see. A couple of people have decided to take their shirt off on stage. Adam Levine, yeah, he definitely took his shirt off. So I'm like, okay, whenever Adam's there, okay, I gotta start getting my chest together, getting my six-pack together. I'm gonna enjoy all the hard work that I'm putting into this.
Usher Raymond is going to get shirtless. That just makes sense. And also, Usher has been walking around shirtless for, like, since he was 14. Why would he not go shirtless now at the Super Bowl? I don't think it'll break any FCC violations. Go shirtless.
This isn't Usher's first time on the hallowed stage. Back in 2011, he and Slash were back up for the Black Eyed Peas. When did you start rehearsing for the show?
Came to Las Vegas the moment that I decided that one day it would happen. Since that day, I think I had it in my mind that I wanted to go back to the stage. I wanted to be able to have that be a part of my legacy and say that I had been on that stage. Yeah. So I think I started thinking about it the moment that I saw it was possible, because I actually did it, but I didn't play it myself.
Okay. But what do you kind of, pinpoint when you think about what's kept you here for 3 decades?
What's kept me here for 3 decades?
Yeah, at this level of success.
Because I ain't about to let you forget about me. What? I want you to remember what I did.
When you started out singing gospel and then you loved singing, obviously loved singing, right?
Yes, I love. Well,
but how do you go from the youth choir of Chattanooga? That's what we're trying to figure out. Everybody out here wants to know. The youth choir of Chattanooga, because there's youth choirs in every single city in the United States.
See, my mother and my father, they decided to move to Atlanta, Georgia. I started doing a lot of talent shows and a lot of different showcases around Atlanta, and I was recognized by LaFace Records, and that's how I got my record deal.
That's how you got your record. Now, do you think if you'd stayed in Chattanooga, you think location has something to do with it?
I think I'd probably be in a juke joint, something like that.
Be in a juke joint in Chattanooga. Yeah. You don't think you'd have 2 CDs out?
Nah, probably not. I mean, but...
So the question I'm asking is, because I know there are a lot of kids. My niece is one of them who wants to make a record, but she's in Milwaukee. So do you think location has a lot to do with it?
Well, Atlanta is it's a place where you can get started. I'm not gonna say that Chattanooga is bad, because it's good.
Because you got to go back there one day.
Yeah,
maybe.
I got to go back there.
Yeah,
can't forget where I come from.
Right.
Running it down on these niggas. Sex, drugs, money, and murder, my nigga. You know how we get it, my nigga. Still be painting them bitches, my nigga. Ripping that roll, fucking your bitches. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. 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 Niggas, they never will hurt you. Niggas will never will hurt you. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Sex, drugs, money, and murder.
Got the traps right, understand how to get that. Ran down on them niggas with a flip back. Knew I never seen another nigga live like that. I was still getting stacks back. Had to fuck around getting them packs back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Bullets Gotti. I'm sitting here, watching the Super Bowl, getting ready for it. And I just want to say this, man. I want to do this, take this time out and do this video because I really want to talk about Usher having a great, I would say a great 2024, which is, I would say his career, in my opinion, his career comeback. Now, let's keep it real, right? And anybody that really love R&B music, right? Usher came in the game 94, right? With the Usher Raymond album. His first song was on the Poetic Justice album, right? In 93. But his career debut was in 1994. His first album, his debut album, right? Now, Usher's been in the game since 94. He's been dropping albums, from My Way to 8701, the Confessions, to, you know, Here I Stand, to Usher versus Raymond, to all these albums and these projects that Usher has done over the years, man. And to see him now getting his flowers, the Vegas residency, the Tiny Desk concert that he did, so much of the great performances that he's done over the years, you be like, damn, Usher really like been in this game for so long and he's still killing it. Usher's still killing it. You know what I'm saying? And for him to drop an album, you know what I'm saying, and to have a world tour following after the Super Bowl performance just shows you how great of an artist and how much, like, it's only, in my opinion, right, from his era, everybody, it was great R&B singers. You had Darnell Jones, D'Angelo, Raphael Sadiq, Joe, Carl Thomas, Genuine, you know what I'm saying, Music Soul Child. It was a lot of great singers that came out of that 2000s era. You know what I'm saying? But it was only, in my opinion, I always tell people, it's only two that stood the test of times. And you got the Maxwells, you got like a lot of those brothers that came out of that era. But it was only two that stood the test of times from that era. It was Usher and it was Robert Sylvester Kelly, a.k.a. R. Kelly Kells, Free the Boy. And they was the I would say the giants of that 90s, 2000s era of R&B. You know, they stood the test, like how big Keith Sweat is and how big Mike was. You know what I'm saying? That's just like what R. Kelly. R. Kelly is like on a whole nother level. He's like Michael Jackson, whole nother level. Usher's in a whole nother level. But if you really look at that 90s, that 80s era of R&B, like I always tell people, Keith Sweat, and you had Mike Jack. You know what I'm saying? Or you could say Mike and Prince, right? In my opinion, I say Mike and Prince. Like, in my opinion, just like Usher and I always look at it, Usher and R. Kelly was the biggest for the 90s and 2000s era. And Michael and Prince was the biggest for that 80s and 90s era. You know what I'm saying? And they was coming out of that late 70s going into that 80s, 90s. You know, and I give them their flowers, man. I'm glad that Usher's getting his flowers in 2024. He's finally being respected as an artist. He deserves all the respect that he's getting. He deserves all the success that he's getting, because Usher is one of those guys, man, that really he worked his ass off to get where he's at. You know what I'm saying? To be in the game for that many years, 30 years. This is his 30th anniversary in the game. You know, his album came out in 94. Nas' album came out in 94. Biggie album came in 94. You know what I'm saying? They all came out. He's from that 1994 class of R&B. D'Angelo he came out in 94, but his album came out in 95. But he's in that R&B class, that 1994 R&B class. And Usher, you know, coming off of the Usher Raymond album, working with Puff and the Hitmen, and then going to work with JD for My Way and just took it by storm, you know what I'm saying? And then from My Way led to 8701, which was another classic album with the Neptunes, working with the Neptunes, you know, having them on that album, you know, I mean, and then doing Confessions with him and JD again and making another classic album, you know, because that was another classic. So, and now to see Usher, I'm telling you, man, I could see another Grammy coming Usher way. I could see him getting a Grammy for this album that he just dropped. I could see him, you know, doing a lot of big things, because just look, he's going on tour. This led from a Tiny Desk performance to a Vegas residency to a world tour. Who's to say that this won't lead to a Grammy? You know what I'm saying? Because this was a huge comeback for Usher. I'm being honest with you. This was a big, huge comeback for Usher. Who would have thought that Usher would be the halftime show? He got the halftime show, all the commercials, all the promotion. He's getting heavy promotion right now. This is like I said it the other day. I said, yo, Usher's having, it's like, this is his rebirth of the Confessions era. This is the way I see Usher right now. It's like how he was when he did Confessions. You know, Confessions was his biggest project after My Way 8701. Confessions was the one that just took him over the top. You know, it went diamond and all that. So Usher's having a good year, man. He's having a good year. I'm happy for him. You know, he's definitely doing the damn thing. You know, this is going to be I think this is going to be a damn good performance. It's going to be better than that Rihanna shit last year. That was garbage. Happy for my boy Usher. Keep doing this thing. He's the last of the ones, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's from that era, man, that cloth. They don't make artists like a Usher Raymond. You know, they don't make dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? He's up there with Kels. He's up there with Prince. He's up there with Michael Jackson. You know, he's up there with the Marvin Gayes and all those, the Stevie Wonders, you name it. He's up there, you know, because he set the groundwork. He put the groundwork in, man. Multiple talented. He's a multi-talented artist, man. You know what I'm saying? And he did what he did. So shout out to Usher and shout out to the GOAT, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. 2024 is the year of Usher, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. And getting ready to watch this game. They got my boy Jerry Rice on here. And we about to see this 49ers and Chiefs robbery. You know, I don't know who I'm picking. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I like both teams. I think the Chiefs is great, and I think the Niners is great. You know, the Niners always been in how can I say, in that pocket of reaching to that destiny, but they haven't grabbed it. So they may do it this year. So shout out to the Niners, shout out to the Chiefs. I'm gonna enjoy this game, but also shout out to Usher Raymond, man. Keep doing what you're doing.